actually
So
hear
listen,
him.
we got ourselves 2 lovely ladies coming up for a competition. We got ourselves the Min Min. We got ourselves a Zelda. I've never seen this matchup before in my life. Go.
I think Phantom could do a really good job of blocking the arms if Electrode can actually get it up.
But up smash.
Yeah. Oh, and also he can do that signature aggressive up B in. Get completely bypass the arms, although I feel like that is something that Habibi can catch on to very fast.
Well, I like seeing the up Bs coming out very early on. But see, both of these characters want space, and even more so than the previous couple of sets that we've seen them in. I mean, Zelda's whole thing is just being the setup character. She's not really the edge guarding type.
Yeah.
And I feel like Habibi's neutral will shine more, but maybe Electrode's advantage stage just a little bit better. As we get a forward smash at 45%. But one Phantom setup forcing that kill.
Electrode does go for those because that F smash is like deceptively long, so you definitely can catch people doing bad ledge options with it. Getting 42% in 3 hits, that's kind of crazy.
And almost taking the stock off of it too. The roll straight through Electrode just not having the right spacing. But look at this right here. I mean, we got ourselves 2 hits and 21%. Min Min doing much of the same, but in a very different kind of way. See how much longer Electrode can hold on to the lead. Not very long, as we see Habibi starting to take that control once more. And having a teleport recovery in a matchup like this, making it very difficult to actually land that 2-frame because there's always the mix-up of going high.
Yep.
It's such a powerful asset to have. And I love that air dodge read too.
Am I wrong, or didn't they make the teleport recoveries easier to 2-frame?
Well, they're not like. Oh, what
breaking shield with
shield break! Lightning kick into that jab. Habibi just holding on a little too long. The thing about 2-framing those types of recoveries is all of them have audio cues. So you just listen to the audio cue and it's like, oh, that's when I release my move. And I don't know if it's like an intentional design choice or if it's just like, oh no, it should make a noise here because that's cool. Probably a little bit of both. Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, imagine that move, except no sound.
Yeah, then you wouldn't be able to challenge it in any capacity. And Zelda's teleport is not the best of them necessarily, but it is definitely something that plays a factor. Also with Zelda's, though, she can go above the stage with a hitbox, which is something that almost none of the other teleport characters actually get access to.
And just the fact that the teleport has a hitbox. The only other character that does that is, funny enough, Sheik. Or at least to my knowledge.
Pikachu.
I don't count that as a teleport. He just moves fast.
It's his own spin on it. Oh yeah, Habibi forced to recover low there around the Din's Fire. Din's Fire seems like an actually good move in this matchup.
Yeah, actually, because, I mean, you have the one, like, semi-glaring weak point of Min Min being her recovery, or really just her offstage presence, and then you give a character the ability to hit her out there without actually having to go out there to hit her. Makes it a very powerful tool indeed.
All right. Game 2 is upon us. Reality sets in, like, the last grind is going to be coming to a close very soon.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want to see 10 games. I want to see 10 games of Zelda Min Min. I really do. I don't want to leave the venue.
I love the grind. I don't. It's 1:47 a.m.
It's just one of those things.
Right?
I want to get my Wawa pizza too, but yeah, Electrode trying to put this one to bed. Won that $5, the pride and glory of being the final redemption bracket champion here. And Xanadu's The Grind, powered by JTS.
This is number, what, 311? That's the last one.
That sounds about right, because we had the 300, which is pretty big, a couple of months ago. So yeah, 311. That's really funny too, because the final extra credit was 131. So kind of neat how that worked out.
Oh, going semi-deep out there for that down air.
Yeah, it's the one matchup where you're kind of afforded that opportunity in the first place. Like, tether recoveries are good, asterisk.
Yeah.
Like, if you have the time to be able to set up out there, there's not much they can do to contest it, and that's exactly what Electrode is doing. So very good stuff for them, recognizing that counterplay.
You also kind of like have to go for it every time if you're Electrode, because
yeah,
you let that Min off stage, you gotta get through this impenetrable wall she's putting up that just hurts.
Dawson without forearms is terrifying.
Right? Imagine if imagine there was two eyes in Min and she was a Mii, and she didn't have any arms because the Miis don't have arms.
It's just like
it's just
a floating dragon in a ball.
Yeah.
I know Ultimate Frame Data doesn't like have hitbox visualizers, so I think that's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
Which is really funny.
You know, honestly, I could see Habibi reading when Electrode releases the Phantom and just up smashing it.
Ooh, what a read there on the spot dodge too. Electrode has been doing such a great job of reading Habibi's defensive options just across the board. Such as that down air too, just ready to shield it out right then and there.
Yeah, that move is DIable, so Habibi did not have to die there. Although Electrode, the Zelda player can also read the DI, so it is a bit of a guessing game going on, but if you don't DI, then you kind of die. That Phantom coming out, just barely not reaching. His arms are a bit too short. Min wouldn't know anything about that. I feel like Electrode could have gotten a slightly bigger punish out of that, like an F smash. Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, surprised they're actually able to live there, but Electrode forced to recover high. Just going to be a quick R&R once again. We're going to catch the air dodge out. Not going to get the 2-frame with the Dragon Laser. That was such a smart high recovery from Electrode. And if we get the 50-50, no, doesn't go for the lightning kick off the side, and that megawatt tilt not quite going to be it again.
Oh, this Zelda living
She's
by
been
the
putting
skin
on
of
that
her
Christmas
teeth.
weight. Finally.
Yeah.
Able to get through there. We've seen that back roll animation. We know what you're hiding. But still, Habibi able to take it through, bring it to game number 3, even it all up.
I think Electrode should challenge in the Ditto, because Min with the Joy-Cons just start throwing punches IRL.
with the motion controls.
Right?
Remember when you in Brawl when you could charge up a smash attack by shaking the Wii remote rapidly, and then I wish that was like an option with Joy-Cons, because like it's never optimal, but like, come on.
I mean, Smash does have a VR mode now.
It does have a VR mode. It's single player only.
Nintendo Labo. But I'm just saying, imagine
a
Electrode
Nintendo
puts on the cardboard, just starts throwing the punches.
That sounds specifically like a Reggie commercial.
Right?
That reminds me of just like the Donkey Kong adult that beat up that kid on the bus.
What?
You don't remember that commercial? The Smash 4 commercial?
No.
Yeah, it was a Mii Sword Fighter versus Donkey Kong.
But no,
and it was a grown man that just turned into Donkey Kong.
But no, I'm visualizing it. It's like the gameplay of just Min being lame, you know, the way Min is, and then it just cuts to Reggie. Oh. Didn't notice you there. I was too busy winning as Min in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch.
I'd imagine that would also probably work out just a little bit with like Little Mac. If we don't want to pull out the Min, just go full Uga with the degeneracy. And just be like,
you have to perform the move IRL.
Yeah,
so just every time you do max side B, you do have to just like launch yourself.
Launch yourself at the screen.
Oh, man.
Dude, KO Punch is gonna like blow a hole through the roof. Or you're just charging up that neutral, be like, ha!
You just dislocate your arm instantly. No, imagine doing that with Min.
Imagine doing that
your
with
arm
Min.
just stretches all the way.
Hey, listen, you're just practicing to get the beer on the counter so you don't have to get up from the couch watching Sunday Night Football.
That's
Just
like
be
when you get sucked into a black hole, you get the spaghettification.
The spaghettification.
That's the actual term for it.
All right, Palu, where's the Mega Laser?
Really?
Where are you hiding it? Because I think that's what Electro needs right now to win. I mean, Habibi is just all over them right now, making it so difficult for the Zelda to get it in there. And like
That's so funny.
that disadvantage, it's still bad on Min Min. Things like Din's Fire, like these unconventional tools, are still very difficult to contest. But Habibi's defense is pretty on point this set, finding a way through all the traps.
And I mean, like, Electrode is definitely showing that he knows what you should be doing with Zelda in center stage. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't care for that.
Oh, we do get a lot of pressure coming out.
Yeah, and we're gonna let Habibi back to the ledge, rolling straight through. Honestly, I could have told you that roll was probably coming, but Electrode not super confident in that, not able to get back there. 92% sitting now. I'm thinking Chi-Chi's go next. We'll see what comes out in the next game, but Electrode is continuing to fight it forward.
I mean,
Just a little bit more.
I think any position is doable. I never like writing off games, but this one looking a bit
Looking a bit over.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen, you don't like to write off games, but if that was your taxes, you're gonna get yourself some money. Like
Electro likes writing off their own game.
their
Apparently.
own game. Self-destruct, let's move it on. Habibi looking at a reset potentially right here. I don't know why I'm clapping so much. It's like, of course I peek at the bike. You gotta turn me down digitally. That's your fault. I'm loud.
So,
I can be louder.
yeah, guys, this is how we're gonna commentate this fantastic game 4 position.
How are we liking this game 4? Man,
I really think Electro just has to utilize the center stage.
I don't like that. I feel like Amaranth when I do that. Just Smash Bros. ASMR.
That's such a dumb bit.
Smash Bros. That you can study / react / relax to.
You cannot study and relax to this matchup. You're gonna fall asleep.
Yeah, you can try and study the set, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. That was such a weird upbeat. I think Electro bounced off the ledge there.
Something like that. I mean,
Something like that.
Zelda recovery is just weird. Or her up B specifically.
You know, her edge cancel window on like her up B is the width of 1/10 of a unit in the stage builder.
What?
Yeah, it's so small. Anytime you see a Zelda get that, you gotta give them a round of applause. Like, they love that. With Palutena, it's kind of free. With Mewtwo, their setups. With Ganondorf, their setups, sorry, you can just go from the center of the stage. There's a visual indicator. And then with Zelda, she just does whatever. Also, she can smash and tilt her up B as well, which changes the distance. Like, she's got tech. Like, this character that you would otherwise think is not exactly the most difficult character to play in the game, but you know, you've got that phantom displacement tech, you've got all the stops in the back pocket.
Yeah, I think she is not the hardest character to pick up, but she is definitely
hard to master.
Yeah. I was gonna say hardest to master, but no. There are others.
Yeah, there's just some like Zelda things that you kind of have to do. You kind of have to know how to do. It's kind of like playing Lucas. Like, I don't think you can really get away with playing Lucas if you don't have control over your movement and that kind of thing. And it's a similar thing to Zelda.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. But yeah, I mean, kind of similar position we're seeing at the end as what we saw at the end of that last game, where just Habibi has a gigantic lead that Electrode is unable to recover from.
Yeah.
And that's a reset, right?
Yeah, that is a reset. So Habibi taking the first set 3-1. Doesn't necessarily matter though, because it's all clean slate from here. True finals coming up. It couldn't be any other way. We're not going to see 10 games. Could see 9 though. And we'll see how things shake up, as game 1 is going to be on PS2. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah, I'll walk on over there and get an extra game. Thug Finals.
Thug Finals!
So we can get game 10.
You gonna pull out the Isabel today, or are we gonna see Kyle's Duck Hunt? The Kyle Duck Hunt?
Oh, we're seeing the Electrode Bowser.
Oh,
This is definitely a character
sure.
that Electrode has.
We are moving along to Electrode's former main. I remember a point in time 3 years ago where Electrode played Zelda, but they were like the Bowser in the region. They were the Bowser. It was Electrode and it was File. Like, those were the Bowsers. Because K-Bean really only played online at the time. We didn't have that.
I mean, everyone was online.
We didn't have
3 years
Maroon.
ago.
Well, like, he wasn't like PR contention in 2022 when we were starting to come back.
Yep. He was still very solid though.
Electrode has always been like a 3-2er. He's always been in that like realm of being above average for the Xanadu attendees. But yeah, this is the original main.
Yeah, and I mean, Electrode has kind of just held on to it ever since as kind of a panic character of sorts.
This is the character that I would say he's still probably most comfortable in. Like, this matchup isn't working as Zelda. I know the matchup is Bowser because I played the character for 3 years. Like,
yeah, also,
always going to be in the back pocket. Oh, well.
Electrode looked very confused
On
about
second
that in
thought,
the player cam.
Yeah, I think Electrode might be having a few controller issues because, like, they were missing a jump in that game 3, and I think they're feeling like some of their inputs are getting eaten up. So I hope it's not affecting their mental too much, because, you know, if I want to go ahead and watch a set like this, I want to see the gameplay. I want my opponent to outplay me if I'm going to lose. I don't want to get outplayed by the controller malfunctioning or some sort of like issue there.
And like Electrode, I know, has used those Joy-Cons for like a while now. Like, I remember that, because I think those are the Skyward Sword ones.
Those are the Skyward Sword. I have them too at home.
Now, unless Electrode, unless they've malfunctioned before and Electrode just got a new pair of specifically Skyward Sword ones, I mean,
could be wearing out over time for sure.
Yeah, these are Nintendo products after all.
Oh, what?
Okay, you're living. Barely, but you're living.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised we didn't see a switch to Megawatt and a bigger punish. Now, this should be death. Yes, sir. So Habibi taking 4 games in a row. Looking at 6-1.
But that Bowser was definitely putting in work when it wasn't.
It was. Like, I would consider the second stock an SD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like Electra has to get the recoveries a bit down pat, and
that's just a matter of like readjusting to your old character. Like, there are some adjustments that you have to make on your end as well, but that also means that Habibi has time to adjust to your new habits. So we'll see which one happens first. If Electrode is able to remember some things with the Bowser first, or if Habibi is just able to carry through and tack on just more and more of that pressure from him on Bowser.
I do think the weight differential between Zelda and Bowser has actually played a rather large role in keeping Electrode alive. I'd say, well, you know, Electrode is also playing a big part in his survival in terms of not assuring it with those recoveries, but this is a new game, and it could be solve a bit.
Bowser getting the big hug right there.
I do also think that Bowser fair off stage is going to be a lot better for Electrode in terms of actually like taking these stocks than
Bowser fair off stage feels like Smash 4 Cloud up air does.
Yeah, it's a giant wall.
It just, like, the interpolated hitbox on that, if you get, like, the full drift, is just massive, especially considering, like, this is a brawler-style character. He does not have ranged moves. He has some invincibility here and there, but no disjoint. Oh, Sure. Yeah.
We
take
said
those.
no.
Sure, we take those.
We love ultimate multi-hits. They're so fun and functional.
You know what's so scary about this, though? Is like the suicide kill is very much prevalent in a matchup like this. Like that is
the K being special.
the K being special. Because, yeah, whenever you have a character who, like, definitely cannot make it back, you know we're going to try and take that advantage every second that we get the opportunity. But Habibi, very well aware of that, is going to hold down center as much as possible. And obviously we can't do it right now that we're on even stocks. But if Electrode can keep this lead, it's just one more trick of the sleeve to keep in mind.
Yeah, and those tether characters cannot make those back, except for Byleth. She actually can make that.
Depending on the stage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she can make it back on town, but I think everywhere else she's good.
Yeah, she can make it back on this stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I've done it before. Because K-Bean hit me with that.
You gotta buffer it. Like, it's tight.
You do have to buffer that jump.
Yeah.
Now imagine if Min could do the big jump off stage.
I feel like she would just be, like, top 5.
Yeah.
If she had a good recovery, like... Because that's the weakness. That is the weakness that you have to exploit. Her disadvantage isn't great, but neither is Steve's, really. Like, he has a couple of cheater moves that get him out of there, but, like, if we're talking about, like, a Palutena teleport or a Luigi neutral air or something, like, he doesn't really have one of those. But, yeah, that offstage game is what makes Minion specifically very... not top 10 or like very on the cusp. Electrode doing a great job of exploiting that disadvantage, though, consistently putting Habibi off stage.
Ooh, micro spacing with that F-tilt.
Oh, I'm surprised we didn't commit right there to the forward air, or at least something, taking up that space off stage, because I feel like this gives Habibi an opportunity.
That's not.
To
Oh,
put on
that is.
pressure.
Wow.
That is going to kill. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
108?
Felt
like it could have been DI'd.
That was like instant.
Hey, listen, I'm just glad for Electro's sake that it's not going to be like a 6-1 wash. We got another game on the board, so it's 4-2 right now. We got 4 in a row with Habibi, but we're taking a little bit of that back. And of course, Electrode was the one on winner's side, so it's not going to be as many. Like, they have to win 4 total at this point in order to get the win.
That's true.
They could take it back. And doing it with a new character as well. Like Bowser, we got those adjustments in place, and Habibi doing a pretty good job of keeping up in neutral, but obviously something has clicked for Electrode.
And yeah, it really now just falls on Habibi to make any adaptations. I mean, we haven't really seen Habibi deliberate from the standard game plan too much, and it's not really much that Min can do to really mix up the game plan. I feel like the character is about as one-dimensional as you can get in this game, so adaptations are definitely still possible, but I think they'd definitely be rather limited. And I don't really know if there's another character that Habibi can pull out that really just shuts down the Bowser like this.
Yeah, I mean, the Min is working out and keeping it pretty much even. Like, I doubt we'll see the Lucina. That didn't seem to be working against the not quite as strong opponents down in the loser side of the bracket.
Yeah.
And I doubt we'll see, like, the Puff. That's one that could potentially work out favorably, but it's just been so long that I don't think that'll come out either. I think we're rocking it out with the Min win or lose, and right now it's looking like a win.
But this is Bowser we're talking about. Yeah, that would have killed.
That would have been crazy timing. It's like, this is Bowser we're talking about. Base boosted.
Yeah.
The base boosted kill edit. The KML tournaments TikTok clip that would definitely come out of it. Like, hot Tua, kick on that thing.
Don't do that. No.
It is 2:05 a.m. I can do whatever I want. Work a 9 to 5. Shout outs to 9 to 5 jobs.
And okay. But yeah, I feel like the only adaptations that Habibi can make, going back to what I was talking about earlier, are really just defensive ones. Just like know what Electrode wants and how he goes about trying to get it. And then defending against that, just picking the right times to shield and whatnot. Right times to air dodge. But I mean, But this offense we're seeing right now, definitely an issue for Electrode. One that is having a bit of an issue trying to prevail over.
Yeah, Electrode just beating their head into a wall just a little bit metaphorically over and over again, but not able to get in there, not able to take the stock. And Habibi just slowly trickling up that percent more and more. We're at a point where, like, even these percentages on Bowser are that, like, it's kill percent. It's kill percent unequivocally.
Yeah,
and we do get the forward air.
I mean,
Bowser with max rage
forward
can
air
be
off
very
stage.
scary. Down smash, yep, that is going to take it. Wasn't quite sure, you know, from all the way across the stage, but does it pretty convincingly. So here in the second set of Grand Finals, we have a 2-1 lead for Habibi. It is 5-2 total in terms of that game count for those stats trackers. This could potentially be the last one. I do like this pick if we're sticking it out with the Bowser.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Really
forces the smaller interactions, and it is probably Min-Min's worst stage.
Yeah, it gives her less room to move around, so therefore less room to keep out the Bowser, and also accentuates Bowser's ability to kill, which is kind of what Electrode really needs to lean into here in this set. So yeah, definitely a good pick if I'm Electrode.
Yeah, I like that we're seeing this too, and not necessarily like 10 games on PS2, because in some matchups, like 10 games on PS2, it doesn't really make a difference. But in matchups like these, especially when you have like a character that's on the lower half of the cast, or when you're mixing it up between different characters, you want to use every little advantage that you have left to be able to win the video game.
Definitely. Now, unfortunately, this is early into Saturday morning and not the night, so we don't get to see KK doing a performance. Which is, I mean, it's fine. Tune in
tomorrow for Xanadu. Tune in today for Xanadu Homecoming, where we will get all that KK slider action.
In a wild crocodile.
I will say that is like one of the neatest things about this stage in Town and Cities. Like the background actually reacts to the clock offline.
Right.
I mean, the other thing is like, is this cooler, or is like being able to put your Minecraft world on the Minecraft stage cooler? Who's to say?
Oh, you can actually do that?
You can actually do that. Yeah, the
That's sick.
background becomes your world. That's cool, but like. KK slider. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
KK is just that guy.
Interesting kill coming out from Electro. Just like, yeah, you're gonna try to hit me through invincibility, and you're gonna fail, and I'm gonna down smash you. But Electrode kind of very far behind in this game, as we were yapping about the funny dog. KK's a dog, right?
KK is a dog, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think he's a beagle. I think he's the same.
He's Snoopy. Oh, is that it? No. Yes.
Yeah, no. We did save the jump. Electrode just fighting it out.
And now
wanting to even it up.
This is salvageable. However, is it realistic that Electrode will salvage it? I'm gonna lead towards no.
I'm not too sure about that one. Habibi continuing to put on the hurt with the Ram. We do get the recovery on deck, but one more Ram off stage. No Dragon Arm coming out with the second Ram calling out the jump.
Exclusively.
And that's gonna be it. Habibi taking the final grind redemption bracket grand